Hi subscribers, hi viewers. I'm on a sensitive topic today, and actually if you have lived in China you might relate to what I'm going to say, and especially if you've bought meat in China. I feel China can actually stop the spread of COVID by regulating how meat is served, especially in butchers and in supermarkets. There is something called tidiness and there is something called hygiene. I live in Beijing, and the places are tidy. Everything else is okay. I've got no objection to what I see every day. I really like the environment, I like the people, I like the culture, I like everything. But when it comes to the process of buying meat, I like to explain exactly how it goes. You walk into a supermarket butcher, or it's a public butcher, whatever it is. You select your own meat, and now what normally the older citizens and just some takeaway restaurant people will be buying meat there, just get me. What they will do is they will be selecting meat using their bare hands. You don't know what the other person has been holding, what they've been doing, just taking the meat, putting it aside, browsing, and that browsing is very, very unhygienic. I think that's the only, other than spitting or snorting your mucus on the streets or everywhere. I've seen it all. And I'm not saying like China is the only unhygienic place. I've lived and I've seen some really weird shit. When I used to live in the bush in Africa, when I used to do some gold mining, that's when I just lost all hope in hygiene or being tidy at all, because I saw some weird shit, real weird shit that is beyond everybody's imagination. So now I understand that India is very, very, very unhygienic. Those people, they are dirty, they are clumsy, but you understand this is a developing world, and some of these are habits. These are habits which I feel like China has failed to emphasize on that part alone. And I'm not saying that it is true. No, it could have been that when they were accused of COVID having started here, is the people who came up with this allegation or whatever it is, they might have seen how people in China handle meat, and sometimes you just lose hope. But you know, and it is a big eating nation. I think the government need to enforce, just like they're doing the lockdowns and everything, but the only way they can get away with this and get it done correctly and reduce it, I'm sure it is by regulating how meat is sold. Because you cannot have like, the reason why I had to say to do this video today is I'm there trying to select my meat, and this old man wearing a mask was not an excuse for what he was doing. He was leaning over the fridge where you get the meat and just getting meat with both hands, just browsing. I have seen this, and below, no, but I don't want to get myself into trouble, because here I might be talking too much. But I've got a video or to show you exactly how people select meat in a butcher. You know, this is just simple thing. The supermarket manager or the butcher manager needs to know that you cannot hold meat with your bare hands. By the time you buy that meat, I'm talking about, you come down with the tongs yourself or gloves yourself. What happens is 12 to 20 people would have touched that meat. So can you just imagine how much bacteria is being spread? And I'm hoping that the Chinese authorities will get to watch this, to see this video and see what we see. Maybe it might be something which is normal in China, but I don't think it's normal, because I have spoke to a few Chinese myself, the younger generation. They say they agree that whatever is happening there is disgusting and that's not supposed to happen. So basically, to cover or just to have people to guard and arrest people who allow customers to touch meat with their bare hands, is that too much to ask? That's not too much to ask, because at the end of the day, people are eating bacteria in and out, left, right and center. When you're buying meat, you don't know how many people have touched that meat, and it don't matter whether it's beef, fish, chicken, pork, it is still the same. Somebody will hold that meat that's been held by something like a few people. Then after that, what they will do is they'll go touch some vegetables. They'll go hold some vegetables, other groceries in the supermarket. I have experienced this, and I've seen an old lady that actually went to buy the best bits of meat from a butcher, took the best bits of the meat from the butcher, stood outside, opened just as a small stool, became the butcher outside the butcher. As soon as she got outside, the flies were sitting on the meat, and the funny thing, she was busy holding that meat. She didn't have any utensil or any fork or any tongue to hold that meat with. She was using her bare hands. So I feel like if the government needs to be strict on lockdowns and everything, and reduce the spread of COVID lockdowns, this is what they should be enforcing. This is what they should be strict on, because I am sure some of the COVID has been spread through the handling of the meat from the butchers.